explain something to you guys, and I want you guys to understand this tonight, right? This pattern right here, this flag, which a lot of people, have a hard time grasping, right? Let me tell you, if you understand just this portion right here, what I'm about to explain to you guys, this will make a whole lot of difference when you're trading, all right? Perfect example. Great pairs. We go to a great brand pair. This happened over here. All right. Actually, before I get to that, talk about wait for a flag. You guys hear me? Everybody hear me? When I talk about wait for a flag, all right, this is what I mean. The market, it moves just like this. As we all know, the market moves in three directions. It goes up, it goes down, and it moves sideways. Consolidation, right? Three directions. Well, there's an order on how the market also moves with this pattern. Basically, and I pretty much teach this to a lot of my class, my private students, people I deal with, and I'm going to explain this to you guys. Okay, this is part of the education, the growing, and I really want you guys to understand this. Every time the market moves, you must notice this. Every time the market makes a sharp move in one direction, there's always going to be a pullback. Always going to be some type of correction, some type of flat formation. So, for example, you see how price shot up here and then pulled back? You guys see that? Yes? You guys see that? Yes, yes, yes. You get some yes in the live chat. You guys see that? Yes? When the market moves up sharp like that, right? It's indicating to you that the market is getting ready to move in a certain direction. Where a lot of you guys fail as traders, you automatically get in for a buy or a sell. So, for example, a lot of times people, they get confused with my markups. They don't know what to do. A lot of you guys are like, they're lost with that. One thing you will always see on my markup is, for example, I'll say, okay, I'm expecting price to shoot up. Expect something like this. And then continuation up. This part right here, which is basically your flag, is the most important part of that trend continuation pattern. And here's why. And I'm going to show you on a couple of pairs, and I'm going to explain to you why the flag, why that pullback is so vital to when you're trading. When the market moves in a pattern, and I'm going to show you in a bunch of trades. Market goes impulse, sharp move in one direction, pullback, flag, then continuation. So for here, you got that impulse, pullback, and then continuation, right? You guys understand that? It moves in like a three-part move. Impulse, pullback, continuation, all right? And when you understand the trend that you are currently in, it works that much better. So right now, Euro USD has basically been on this downtrend. So if you notice, when the market made this sharp move, you get the pullback. Then you get the continuation. Then you get the pullback. Continuation, then pullback. Then continuation. Each pullback will be determined based on how big the trend is going to be. So the bigger the trend, the bigger the pullback. So a lot of you guys will ask, well, how long is a flag going to last? Well, depending on how big the trend is going to be, right? If it's a small trend, the pullbacks are relatively small. If it's a big trend, then, sooner or later, you're going to get that big corrective move. And throughout tonight's session, I'm going to show you guys examples because honestly, if you can just understand this part, forget about when I'm marking up supply and demand, forget about the fibs and all that stuff. Just this part alone, I promise you guys, if you can understand that, I'm telling you, you're trading, you're going to see it. If you can notify, if you can locate these patterns when you're trading, I promise you, you're trading will go to another level. So, when the market came up here, right? For example, see how it came up here sharply? When you got the slight pullback here, market dropped, right? Correctively. It just came down and dropped. You never got your sharp move up. Why is that? Well, you have to also understand, you're in an area of high resistance, right? You're in an area of high resistance. So we're in a strong area of sellers. So this is not the area to look for a continuation pattern. This is an area to look for reversal. So this is what caused the sharp move down. When you look left, you have a sharp move down. You see that here, you have a sharp move down. All right? So just like here, you're starting to see price come up aggressively. Why? Because you have price coming up aggressively. All right? It's very, very important. You always, at all costs, understand where you are in the market, structural wise, and being able to identify these patterns that are showing up in the market. All right? The market doesn't just move up and down by accident. A lot of you guys, think the market just moves accordingly. Or it just goes up, it just goes down. Nobody knows. That's not true. If nobody knows where the market is going, I would never be able to predict any of the trades that I call out and I predict. I'd be wrong on everything, like totally, totally wrong. And you guys have seen me. You see me say, you guys have seen me even lose trades, lost out on trade. But overall, on my overall analysis, looking long term, like I always say, it's not like the trade is not going to happen. Perfect example, we look at all these Great Britain pairs. How long have I been talking about all these Great Britain pairs are going to drop? Guys? How long have you heard me say all of these Great Britain pairs are going to drop? For a while now, right? Weeks, for months, right? For months. So if I've been talking about this for weeks, for months, so on and so forth, then why did the market make the move that it did? You see what I'm saying? I'm only able to predict something like that because of what's happened previously, looking at previous market structure. So for example, we saw this in a few patterns. We saw this on Euro Swiss franc. We saw this on Euro JPY. We saw this on Great Britain USD. We saw this on Great Britain Swiss franc. You guys all remember, we saw a pattern like this, price just slanting up. And then I said, guys, remember, eventually you're going to get that sharp move down. And what did you guys see last week with Euro Swiss franc, with Great Britain USD, where all of those moves are starting to happen, right? I told you, no matter what, even if it keeps crawling up, eventually you're going to get that sharp move back. You're going to get that drop. It's going to come. It's not going to come when you want it to come, but it's going to happen. And if you take the right setup, it doesn't matter. Even if you get a break-even trade or you lose a couple of trades. That's why I love about trading. You can lose 10 trades in a row, win on your 11th trade, make up for everything you've lost, and still come out in profit. That's the beauty of trading Forex. Matter of fact, you don't even have to have a winning ratio to be successful in Forex. A lot of you guys know that. It's all about taking the right setup. And in order to take the right setup, you have to identify the right pattern. If you see a sharp move up like this, right, from here all the way up, and price starts to consolidate like this, you should know the next move up is this. Three-part pattern, what I've been explaining. Impulse, correction, impulse. You know where you guys seen this out? Remember the Euro-New Zealand trade that I called 2 weeks ago for a buy? That's the exact same setup. This one right here, impulse, correction, impulse. Is this not the same setup as Euro USD right here? Is that not the same setup? Right, guys? That's the same setup. That's the same pattern. You have to realize the market, all of this is all patterns. The market is human made. And like all human beings, right? We all have patterns. We all have patterns. It's the same thing, right? Different pair. This is Euro USD. This is Euro New Zealand. Two different pairs. Yet, look at that. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. So you guys have to realize the patterns that are forming in the market in order to be successful. Once you can figure out the patterns, that's why I'm always talking about structure. You guys will even hear me say, even in my Telegram and other places, it's not about price. I don't care for price. I care for structure in the market. That's why I don't care for news like that. The only reason why I look at the news, somebody asked me the other day, well, why do you look at the news? Well, I look at the news because whatever high impact news is coming, that's the currency I want to trade because I know that's what's going to shake the market. But overall, I'm not relying on the news because, oh, well, that's what's going to tell me where the market is going. I already know where the market is going. I knew for months, like you guys said, for weeks, for months, I've been talking about these Great Britain pairs falling. And what do you know? They're all falling. Last week, every single Great Britain pair, over 400 plus pips. And that was before the Great Britain news came out. So it has nothing to do with the news. I understood that based on structural understanding of the market, of what's happening in front of you. So you guys really want to take your trading to that next level, you must understand how this moves. Once you understand how this moves, then you will have your breakthrough. All right? So I just want to go over that real quick. So now we're back. Euro USD. All right? So what we're looking here, the price is moving up. It's around this trend line. We're either going to get a rejection or a breakout. If we get a breakout, we'll look for price to come back up a little bit more. Overall, though, we're still looking for a sell. We're still looking for a sell. Either we're going to get the sell from here, or we're going to get the sell rejection over here. All right? Nothing to get in right now. Right now, as you guys can see, the market just opened up. We got to see what this gives us. Right? Let's go on to 1 hour. So we got this nice move right here. If price gives us this, then we can buy. Right? We want to see what type of correction we get before we buy or sell. All right? Great Britain USD. So, little controversy over this. But as you guys know, a buy on Great Britain USD. Now, overall, I've been looking for a sell. You guys know that. I've been looking for a sell on this for, like you said, weeks, months, right? Weeks, months. And I told you guys, look at what happened here. Look at what happened here. Eventually, we're going to get that type of pullback, right? We're going to get that type of pullback. But we had Great Britain news on Thursday, right? So what happened was, this is a perfect example. I'm glad this actually happened. This is a perfect example because this is where you guys are going to understand the importance of a flag. Why a flag confirmation is important. It's of everything. When I got into buy, and I even did the video, I was already in my buy when this shot up. I was already in my buy. I saw this happen. We were on a downtrend like this. Price broke through. I was already in my buy. I even did a video where I showed you guys I moved up my stop loss. Right? I moved up my stop loss. I was protected. So then what happened? Price reversed strongly. Now, when I set my markup, you guys can go back and look at my markup. I said, before you get in, wait for the flag. If you didn't get in at the bottom, when I got into you, don't get in. Wait for the flag in order to buy this back up to 142. What did we see happen? We saw a strong move down, reversal, right? Like, how many of you guys get in a trade thinking price is going on an uptrend, a downtrend, and then out of nowhere, price reverses, right? That's why you wait for a flag. You wait for a flag. So then I got a number of inboxes, right? I got a number of people inboxing me, telling me, is price still a buy? Is price still a buy? I said, I don't know yet. I said, let's see what price creates. Let's see what it does. You see this down move? You see how when price went up and then after the news it reversed? You guys see that? You see how when price went up and then the next 1 hour, 4 hour, it reversed hard? You see that? So the impulse of the market, when it makes a sharp move in one direction, that impulse, that first impulse, okay, that's your first indication of, okay, we got a buy setting up or we got a sell setting up. So potentially, we had a buy setting up right here off this impulse. If you didn't catch the impulse, in order for you to get in a buy on a setup like this, the market would have had to set up a flag formation. That's the trend continuation pattern for the next move up. That didn't happen. We got a full-blown reversal. What happened was we got a flag for a sell. So once this flag set up, then we got our continuation here. Does everybody get that? Do you see what happened? Do you understand why a flag is important? You see why you need to wait for that pattern to form before you get in for your buy or a sell? That's why I always tell you guys, don't jump in when the market is moving aggressive in one way. You need to wait. You have to wait. You have to wait for that confirmation. This is a perfect example. That's your confirmation to get in for the trade. So you see here, so let's start from the top. I really want you guys to understand this, right? Because even, notice this uptrend. Notice this uptrend here, right? Price going on this uptrend all the way up here. Notice, you had your impulse and then flag, which set up for this impulse. Then a bigger pullback, which set up for this impulse. Then a bigger pullback, which set up for this impulse. Then you had a bigger correction, set up for this impulse, correction, and then this impulse, right? So now we're at the top. You're wondering, well, Steve, it's pulling back, but you have to know where you are structural-wise in the market. We are near Brexit territory. So at any given time, price can start to drop around this range. So now, once price got up here, I'm no longer looking for buys. I'm starting to look for sells. So now, price is starting to break down and sell. So the first thing that I'm looking for when price drops, I'm looking for that strong move down first, right? So now I'm on the 4 hour, I'm waiting for that sharp move down. The price is going up, it's going up. You guys are with me? You all see this? Price is going up, it's going up. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up. You see the sharp move down? This is not my sell. I didn't jump in on a sell here. This is what most of you guys do. While the pair is going up, you try to get in for a sell. This is a perfect example. Some of you probably got in a sell on this right here, right? Oh, you guys like candlestick formation. You guys like, candlestick patterns, like a reverse hammer or harambe or whatever, right? So many of you guys would have gotten on a sell here. And then what happened? Price came up. You need a sharp move down in one direction. This was your indication to get in for the sell once price created this flag. Not this. This was the start. This was the first part. This is the trend continuation. When you see this happen, now you can comfortably get in for yourself. Do you guys get that? Does that make sense? Yes? You all understand that now? Now you're starting to see it? Are you starting to get it now? Starting to make sense? So now when you're out trading, you're trading by yourself, no matter what signal you get from your upline, no matter what chat group you are in, right? No matter what chat group you're in or anything like that, now you know. The first thing that you need, it's on every time frame, guys. Whatever happens on one time frame, it's on every time frame. So now you know the first part of any trend continuation, you need a strong move to the upside or downside. Then you need that correction. Once you see the correction happen, then you can get in for your trend continuation pattern. How many of you guys remember the Euro Great Britain trade that I called for the buy? A lot of you guys were, I remember, and especially in my group, they were complaining. You guys were like, oh my God, I don't know, swipes, this, that, and I had to do a signal for Euro Great Britain to let you guys know when to get in for that one. You guys remember that? Yes, yes? Perfect. I'm gonna cover all the pairs. Don't worry, guys. I'm teaching you a lesson here. I want you guys, as always, to learn. Learn first. Learn first. So you guys remember that Great Britain pound pair, right? Exactly. So look, it was around here. We were around here. This is where it was. I called this back on, yeah, it was around January, late January, right? So this was your, let me go on to one out. So this was your sharp move, right? So this is what a lot of you guys do. When price hits a major support and resistance, you automatically buy and sell. You don't buy and sell. You wait to see what the market is going to do. So once the market moved up sharply like this, then I waited. Once it created me this flag, then you can buy. You see how that works? You see how that works? You don't buy and sell when price just gets to support and resistance. No, you wait for that strong impulse. Once you get the strong impulse, okay, perfect. That's part one. Part two, wait for the correction. When you get the correction, when it moves slightly like that, then you can buy and sell. All right? I'm going to cover Ripple. Guys, relax. I'm going to cover Ripple. Don't worry. I'm going to cover Ripple and everything else. Learn, guys. Learn. Forget Ripple. Forget all the other pairs. Just learn. Learn. How do you know a flag is done forming? Once it's done breaking down. Once you start seeing aggressively moving in the direction you're looking for, that's when you know. Learn. Forget about Ripple. Forget about all these other pairs. Learn. Because once you learn this, then you'll be able to call your own trade for Ripple and every other pair. All right? Flags form on every time frame. On every time frame. So it all depends on what time frame you're looking at. What are you talking about sell limit? No sell limit here. No, all right, let me get back to the pairs. Some of you guys will just never get it. You'll just never get it. But that's what you guys need to be on the lookout for. All right? Whenever, this is how the market moves. Impulse, correction, impulse. Right? Then you had what? A reversal. Strong impulse, correction up here, and then back down. What happened? No correction. Strong impulse, correction, and continuation. This is exactly how the market moves all day. All day. Look at this. Strong impulse, correction there, boom. What happened? Strong impulse back up, correction, then impulse. If you understand where you're at in the market, you can figure out what the true trend is. And you can identify your flag formation, I promise you, your trading will go from 0 to 100 real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. You won't even have to come on these webinars no more, honestly. You won't even have to come on these webinars no more. You'll be long on your way. Boom. All right. So let's get back to trading. Okay. So GU. All right. So what do we have? We have a flag formation, right? So let this finish up. This is a good sign. Let it flag up, just like this, right? You got this impulse, and then you got that flag, and then that. So you got that coming up, right? I'm expecting this to still come down to around 134, all right? So we're looking for a sell on this. So don't look to sell right now. This is gonna probably scale up. Let it correct itself like this, come up, probably get anywhere around like 139, 200, 300, before looking to sell. Odd USD, same thing. So odd USD's been, anybody still holding odd USD? Remember when I called this the sell? I said this was one of the big sells. This has dropped over 340 pips, depending on where you go. Anybody still holding odd USD? Yes, good. Good. No? All right. Still holding. All right. So let's remove this. Here, the trend line. So, right? And again, you can clearly see this, right? Impulse, correction, and then you got your impulse, correction. This is what the market does all day. So price has finally broken, right? But I'm not convinced just yet. We're gonna see. So we got this down. So I gotta see. We'll see by Monday. We gotta see a type of pullback. If we get something like this, now we can buy. We can buy all the way back up to like 0.79, probably even more. Right? So we're not doing nothing, right? Right now, we got a strong reversal. We got to see what type of correction it makes. If it makes a nice correction, by Tuesday night, we can look for a buy. Brazilian USD. Anybody still in their self in New Zealand USD? This drop pretty nice. At about 200 plus pips. Slow moving there. But we're in a correction for this, just like this. Just like this right here, just like this. Right? Let it come to this trend line. If it doesn't break, sell. Sell, and you want to sell all the way to 0.7, like 700. Around this support zone. This will be your sell right there. So watch it on a smaller time frame. Once you see that impulsive move, like a bearish engulfing drop, like this, it starts to break down, you can sell, right? And always remember, the stop loss is always above or below the previous high. So for example, let's say you got it on this flag right here, right? You got it on this flag right here. Let's say you sold right here, your stop loss is above. So if you're gonna sell here, your stop loss is above here, and then of course your take profit will be down there. Stop loss above the flag, and profit down there, right? And look at that breakdown. Right, USD CAD. So I wanted to get in USD CAD, but price just never came back for me. It just took off, right? Remember that, guys? Last week I said I want to look to get into USD CAD. But USD CAD moves fast. I said that. It moves very fast. It's a fast moving thing. Actually, go down to daily form. So it never gave us the flag down here. It gave me a flag here, a small one, another one, and then you got the news on Friday. So look for a price to pull back, right? So I think this is just a bigger correction. If you on the daily, I still had that strong move up, and now we're getting probably a bigger flag, bigger correction here. And I'm still looking for this to come all the way back up to next week. So I'll be on the lookout for UCAD. We're going to see how far it pulls back. Probably pull back to like 124, maybe a little bit lower, but overall, we're going to look to buy. All right? USD Swiss franc. The USD Swiss franc, I've got a lot going on. Anybody catch the vibe for USD Swiss franc? I know a few people might be this. That, that, that. Oh, right there. The price broke through. Finally, expecting it to come up to around 0.96 again. So it aggressively reversed. Now we got a platform. We can see price come back down to around 0.92. If that happens, we're going to look to buy again around this area, and then we'll look to buy. We got a platform right now, so we can see new chef drop. So if it's sold, if we're going to sell here, your stop loss would be above this previous stop. And then take profit down here. You can see this come all the way back. Okay? And then from this area, we'll look to buy. USD JPY. All right. Definitely be on the lookout for this one for the week. All right. USD JPY. Okay. So overall outlook, if you guys remember this, right? So you got your impulse. This is a bigger correction on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame. All right. Just on the weekly time frame. So on the daily, so prices in this demand zone. I'm looking for a bullish engulfing somewhere around here. All right. So let's go to the 4 hour. So we got that nice little reversal here, but this is still not strong enough for me. I see price probably coming up to like 109 and then coming back down. I still need that strong bullish move, that strong breakout. Once I get that strong breakout plus the correction, we can look to buy. Because this has the potential to come all the way back up to 114. Right? Look at what price did over here. All the way back up. That's over, this is over 700 pips. So if this plays out right, you got a nice 700 pips, not only to 114, but long term, we can come all the way back up to 119. So this could be over 1,100 pips. So I want you guys to keep a lookout on UJ, all right? Don't just buy to buy. Let the setup happen. Right now, we'll probably see this consolidate here. We're waiting for a big breakout, so a strong breakout. So for example, like this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a strong breakout, like this, and then we're waiting for that correction, right? Once you get that correction, then we can buy them, all right? That's what we're waiting for. That's what we need over here to buy. You don't buy just now just to buy. You wait for it because price can come down and reverse and touch this low. Go down to 107, possibly even lower. I don't think it's going to go lower, but probably. Right? So it's not ready yet, but this is going to be a long-term thing. So for everybody who's looking for that big move, this is one of them. UJ is setting up for a big buy. All right? This is one you don't want to miss. All right? So I'll screenshot this for you guys. Keep this in mind. Copy this. And I'll drop it in the chat. There you go, UJ. Right? That's UJ. Euro JPY. So Euro JPY. Okay, I love the way. All right, Euro JPY is at a very pivotal point. Did anybody sold Euro JPY? Anybody sell Euro JPY? Oh, no. All right. I know I was looking for this for the longest to come down, so it finally did. Finally will do this change. Long change. Now, we're at a very critical point here. All right, guys? Definitely keep this on your watch list. Keep this on your watch list. All right? Definitely keep this on your watch list. So let's go down to the 4 hour. So as you saw last week, the price kind of reversed here. One or two things is going to happen this week with Euro JPY. Price is going to aggressively come back up, pull back, and then come back to the high again, where we'll have to basically sell. Right? We're going to have to probably do that. That's one scenario. Or price is going to consolidate here. If price consolidates here, which is what I want, which is I prefer this as opposed to coming back up. If this happens, if we get consolidation outside of this channel, we got this coming up. All the way back down to 122. All right? We got this coming up. All the way back down to 122. Potentially, all the way back down to 114, possibly 109. That's a big, big drop. All right? I'm tired of price going all the way back up here. If you guys notice, what does this look like to you guys? What does this look like to you? What does this pattern look like to you? Tell me. I want to know if you guys are really paying attention on my session. What does that pattern look like to you? Yes, there you go, Kevin Nat, 1983, Euro Swiss franc. There we go. Good job. Good job, Kev Nat, 1983. Good job. That's exactly what that looks like. Euro Swiss franc, right? Not exactly the same form, but Euro Swiss franc. If you look at Euro Swiss franc, that's exactly what Euro Swiss franc looks like. Yes, Kevin. Good job. Good job. That's exactly what Euro Swiss franc. Look at Euro Swiss franc, right? But I keep telling you guys, I said over and over, for how long? I said, price is going to scale, doesn't matter. Once this drops, it's going to drop. It's going to drop aggressively. And we're going to probably see Euro Swiss franc come down all the way here, all the way down to here. Yes. That's exactly what it does. That's exactly what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. So now, that's what we're pretty much waiting for on Euro JPY. There is the possibility of price coming all the way back up. I don't see it, but we will know. Definitely by, like, I would say Tuesday, we will know. Price is either going to be back up here, around 125, consolidating, setting up for the next buy, or if it stays here, within the range it does, just bouncing up and down, we got a big, big sell point, right? So be on the lookout for it, right? When that happens, I will let you guys know. We will catch this. This one we will catch, right? We will catch this one, all right? Hey, Brett and JPY. Okay, Brett and JPY. So, again, this is good again. Here, let's remove all this. So once price got up here, it dropped. So as you can see, right, strong move, got the news correction, and then drop. Got another correction there, and then drop. You're getting another correction. So let this scale up. Basically what you want to do here, across, let this come up, then correct itself, and then you're looking to sell. Sell this to 147, right? Before price really takes off, you should see it touch 147. You should see it touch here, 147, as you can see, before possibly going down. You can see it go down more, but we got to see what it does after this time. So right now, it's creating a flag, then come in. It just correct itself up a little bit, and then we're going to lift this up. All right, that's good range. Zero on, actually, all JPY. Right? But all JPY, all right? So all JPY dropped aggressively. I wish I would have held myself. I know we were in a sell on this. We sold around here. I took profit when it got around here, around 370. I wish I would have, because price got all the way down to 83. Remember that? Remember when I called this one, guys? All JPY, you made money on that one. Remember when I called that one? I took profit. I moved up. I wish I would have kept that one. I didn't like all that consolidation it was doing, so I took out. But yeah, that was a good one. Whoever stayed in that one, that was good. All right. So what we got now? We got price reversing. Price is reversing. Let it break out first. Let it break out through this trend line. Correct itself outside of the trend line. Correct itself outside of the trend line. And then look to buy. Look to buy all the way back up to 87. Got a nice 350 right there. Let it buy all the way 255. Let it break out of this trend line. Go on in 1 hour, go up trend line all the way down. Price is coming up. Let it break out, correct, and then buy. Get that correction first, and then buy. Right, euro odd. All right, so euro odd. Euro odd. Anybody who took the sell on this, you should either still be in the trade or stop out of the trade or whatever the case may be. I know it's ranging. I'm still looking for a sell, but price needs to break out of this range. Price needs to drop down, pull up a little bit, and get that continuation. If not, you're gonna have to sell at the top again. We could possibly see one more move up, right? That this move, all this consolidation, we could see one more move up, but eventually we're going to get that drop, right? I thought we were going to get it before the week was out, get that drop, because of this right here is still consolidating. So if you're still in the trade, as long as you move up your stop loss, or you probably got stopped out right now, I did, and just wait. Wait for price to get back up to 157,800, or wait for it to break this area, this range on the 1 hour. Let it break 156,300 and create a flag outside of it, and then look to sell. Hey, Britton off. So this is one of the trades that I like for the week. This was a beautiful one, right? This was a really nice one right here. Drop. There's your flag, and then you got your continuation right there. That was a good one right there. That was really good. Now you got a flag outside of this trend line. Let this come up, let GA come up, and then look to sell all the way to 173. Right? Let it create a flag, let it come up. Don't sell now. Let it come up. Let it come up. Let it scale up, let it consolidate like you did here. Let it come up. And then sell. Right? Euro New Zealand. All right, so Euro New Zealand. I like Euro New Zealand. It's you look at all these flags, you see how impulse, pull back, impulse. If it was going to continue up, it would have still moved up. So I see this probably consolidating here before taking up. So stay away from Euro New Zealand. Stay away from Euro New Zealand. Right? This is where you kind of get in trouble with these consolidations. Stay away from Euro New Zealand. I wouldn't get in these things. not at the right? If price gets all the way up to 174, let's see it going up that high, but a possibility we have a nice down. As of right now, this week, right now, stay away from it. Don't get it. Because at any given moment, it can just drop, right? See here, got this, that. The way this is pulling up, it can scale all the way up, or it can just turn around and drop sharp. So let it get out of this structure before doing anything. So if you're gonna buy once it gets above 170. If you're gonna sell, let it get out of this. Sell below this trend line. Sell below this trend line and this structure here. Sell only when prices around 168, 22. But don't sell or buy right now. You see this consolidating inside here. They bring in New Zealand. This is a queen one. This doesn't get queen. This is a good one. This is a nice sell setting up right now. Got your sell. Got the sell set up. There. Boom. You're getting another sell set up right now. Don't sell right now. Let it come up. Let it drag like this. Like you did here, let it drag. And then you got a nice drop all the way down to 186. So keep a copy of this. I'm going to screenshot this. Here you go. Copy. Got your They're great in New Zealand. That should be good one. That's a green one. That should actually play out this week. Let it scale up and then look to start all the way to 186. Blue lines. First was fine. First was fine. So again, now you guys, for those who've been paying attention, watching, this is starting to get easier and easier. So Tommy broke out, got your impulsive move. Now we're waiting for that pullback, probably around here. Right, the price is all stay up there. The price pulling back now. Let it pull back and then looking for a sell. Looking for a sell to 112. Actually all the way down to 102. Let it correct itself, let it pull back. Great Britain, Swiss franc. Same thing. Everything, as you guys can see, especially with the Great Britain pairs, they're all continuation. They're just continuation. You just selling. Sell, pull back, sell. Sell, pull back, sell. Sell, pull back, sell. Pull back, sell. Pull back, sell. Okay. Same thing here. Pull back, sell. You're getting another pullback. Right? So coming up to this trend line, like we're expecting here, and then sell. And Great Britain Swiss franc, you're selling all the way to 127 to the trend line 125. Right? Just wait for the pullback. Right? This could probably pull back a little bit more, but eventually overall it's gonna come down. All right? Just wait for the pullback. EuroCAD. This is a nice one. This is a nice one right here. This is a nice one right here. It don't really get cleaner than this. This is a nice one right here. Everybody should be in this one. This is done pulling back. When this is done pulling back, EuroCAD, and your stop loss will be above here, 155, 600. Let this pull back. Let EuroCAD pull back. Let it scale up, and then look this up. Look this up. Your take profit is going to be at 150. Right? So you got a nice 400 pip move to the downside. Nice 400 pip move to the downside. 200 pips if you ride it to 152. Nice move to the downside. But this is correcting beautifully right now. This is a beautiful setup right here. Right? So this is your trade. This is what you want. Right here. Short position. there, there, and then you got your right there. Let it pull back, sit there, you get your screenshot, and you got it. There you go. That's your cat, right? It's in the chat, guys. Your cat. Drop a screenshot. Be on the lookout for that. Your cat is looking nice. That's a really nice one. Really, really nice one. Great brain cat. Same thing with great brain cat. Touch it down move. Now you're waiting for this pullback, and then just go on the build. Let it pull back, and then sell to this trend line around 171. So you got a nice 350 from there, and then we might get one more back. This should be a nice one. Right? So let it consolidate, and pull back, and then sell. All right, gold and silver. Gold, silver, with dollar, been on a downtrend, as you know. Prices been dropped. More time frame, it's correcting itself for one more move down. Right? Look for sells. Like over here, let it correct itself. Look to sell around this range, 16. Right? Might push up a little more, but we should get one more down move. One more down move around here before price reverses. Let it consolidate, let it pull back. Right? So look at this week as pullback. Right? A lot of, because of all the big moves last week, we might see a lot of consolidation. And let these pairs correct itself, set it up, and then boom. So don't be so quick to jump in these pairs. As you can see, a lot of these pairs are consolidating. Let them consolidate and pull. Go and think, and set up, pulling back, and look to buy gold all the way down. Price can touch all the way down here to like 138. Let it pull back. Direction like this, direction like this. Right, BTC, Bitcoin. My analysis on Bitcoin is trying to break through. If Bitcoin doesn't break through here, look for it to come back down to about 6,000, maybe 59. If it does break through this trend line here, good for that direction, and you can potentially ride this all the way back up. After 11,000, 12,000. Honestly, looking at Bitcoin, it could probably consolidate here for a while. Right? Before really, really taking off. If you look at it, I can see prices doing this and down, and up, and down, setting new lows, and up, and down, and then taking off. You can see something like that easily. Because I don't think they're done dropping. I honestly don't think they're done dropping. We'll see one more move down, probably even lower before it takes off. Because eventually, you're even going to see this low, 5,300 to probably 3,000. There's that strong possibility. I don't think price is just going to shoot all the way back up to 17. And the crypto that I really cared about, I only cared about Ripple. So, how many people took the Ripple buy? Right? I called this when it was at 60 cents. Had a few people inbox me. They took a Ripple buy. Made a lot of money. Made a lot of money. Told you, if there was any crypto pair to trade, it was this one. That pretty much set it and forget it, and we could potentially see this come all the way back up. So far, I got a nice, pretty, nice inbox message from a lot of people who took this. Anybody take this? Not with a $200 account. That's too small. Missed it? No, not with a $200 account. $200 is too small. That's not real money for cryptocurrency. Made 112 bucks. Good job, man. Yeah, this should be a nice month. What we could see though, could see a correction. Could see this happening. Price come up. You might see one more down move. That's like maybe 58, 68, and then still hit that high. So if you're in Ripple right now, just move up your stop loss, protect your profit or take profit. But don't be surprised if it just shoots up and then reverse back down. Long term though, long. If you don't mind holding, then just hold until it gets back up to like high $1, $2. And then you probably do that. But if you're trading it like Forex, then yeah, you're gonna have to monitor yourself. But yeah, I call this trade when it was around 60. So if you bought that, you should be up. I had a few people who made like over $10,000, $20,000 on this trade. That was as sure as it gets. That was a sure bet. That was a sure bet. You took that, good job. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're gonna trade cryptocurrency, period, make sure you have at least a couple of $1,000, honestly. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a good night. I will see you on Tuesday. I will give you up to date on the pairs that I like. Mostly,